Hi, I'm Hussam Delai, a Microsoft MVP. In this video, we'll see how we can create coded UI tests for Windows Phone 8.1 XAML apps. So to start with, I'm gonna create a new project. It's gonna be an empty Windows Phone app, blank app. Go and open main page. And in this application, I'm gonna change the grid to stack panel just to make sure that the controls shows pretty well. In this stack panel, I'm gonna add a text box, sorry, and this text box, let's give it a name, first name text box. Let's just give it more space and yes, so let's call it, and I'm gonna create another text box. This one's gonna call it last name text box. I'm gonna add also a button. I'm gonna write on it write full name button, and I'm gonna add a text block in which I will write the first name concatenated to the last name of the person. So I'm gonna just make the font size a little bit higher. So for the button, I'll add the click event in which I will concatenate the value of the first name dot text with the last name dot text, and I'm gonna add some space here, and the value I'm gonna write it to the text block. So I need here a name property for the text block. Let's call it full name text block. So full name text block dot text equal the first name concatenated to the last name. So let's make sure this works. So here I have the first text block. Let's write, for example, Sam, and let's write here Eli, then write full name button. It's now just concatenates Sam and Eli. So this is really very simple. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna test this example right using coded UI tests. So as in previous tests, like the unit tests, I can add a new project to the solution and select coded UI test project. When it starts, it tells me if I want to create manually my tests or I want some help from Visual Studio. So let's choose the first option to get some help, and here I'll have this little window. So because I want to test my app, I have to run it. I click on the emulator to run the app. Then here I'm gonna I will, first of all, I have to select the elements that I want to access in order to code test my app. So I need to access this text box. So I put the cursor over it and click Ctrl I. Clicking Ctrl I will display this this window that displays information related to this text box. Information like the automation ID, which is the name and the XAML, the name of that element. And I click on the icon here, and here I click Add Control to UI Control Map. This will enable me to use a reference to this text box in my coded UI tests. Also, I need a reference to the second text box. So here I come and select Add. Also, I need a reference to the to this button. The same here. And a final reference to the text block, which is not shown here. Okay, suppose that I write here Hussam and I write here Delay, then right full name should be Hussam Delay, and I want to verify that, so I'll click the full name text block text and click Add Assertion here. Compare the value, the expected value, and add assertion on value. Let's say, for example, simply wrong value. Click OK. Then let's go and generate some code here. Assertion method 1 default. Then let's come back to Visual Studio, and here Visual Studio added an assert method 1. Let's go to it, click F12, and in this method it generates some code for me. So what this code actually do is it access the full name text block to verify if the expected value is like is the value that is written on the text block text, and here the message to show when the test fails. So to this scenario, I'm gonna add some code in order to make it run, because this is not the right one. Let's actually close this up. When I try to run it, Control A, what it's gonna do, it's gonna tell that the code is wrong value because it expected some delay where the but there is another value in that text. So why that? Because here I just didn't set the first name and last name. I just go to verify the full name. So in coded UI test, I have to access the first name and last name and change their values. How I can do that? Simply I'll go to the map, which is here, and right click on the first name, copy a reference, then come back to the designer, and here we are. UI first name is of type XAML edit. Let's give it this name, and of course I can access it using this reference. In addition to the first name, I need to access the UI second name. Or last name here. Sorry. UI last name. And then I'll need to access the full name button. So copy reference to clipboard. And this button is of type XAML button. Let's give it a name here. So what I have done here is that I accessed the values I need. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change their values. Access the controls, then I'm gonna change their values. UI first name text edit dot text, I'm gonna write Hussam, and UI last text, I'm gonna write Delay, and I'm gonna tap the button. For that I'll use the gesture dot tap dot the control I'm gonna tap on, which is the button UI right full name button. Then I'm gonna assert are equal, I'm gonna assert the expected value to the actual value. So I'm gonna delete all this and write the expected value, which is some delay, and the actual value is gonna be the text value, the display text value. Okay, now my test is ready. Let's just add some code. So here we arrange it, we did arrange, and here we did act, and here we are doing assertion. So now we are ready to execute our test by running Ctrl+A. Some delay, right full name button, and yes, it works. And how do I know if my test runs successfully or not? So here and test, click test, and Windows Test Explorer, and here voila, my test. I can right click and run selected test. Voila, then my test runs successfully.